I'm gonna have a game. Have you got Restream on?
I don't have chat now.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give myself another chat first.
It's beats first.
Doesn't miss a beat.
Oh!
We got it?
Not quite. Your left. And let go. There you go. How you doing, Beats?
Right. If the noise from pinball deafens anyone, let me know.
That is nostalgia. What's up, Sis?
This could be very loud. Does this just ruin the sound in the
Chris is playing Space Cadet Pinball. Remember that from the old versions of Windows.
So
Old school.
Oh my god, that's loud, right.
Is it really, or are you just trolling in Beats?
Options.
Oh wait, hang on, that might be coming through desktop audio as well. See, he's having to shout in the chat.
F3 to resume.
Just turn the desktop audio right down.
Turn it up.
Oh, okay. What's the stream about? We build PCs. We're Fierce PC. We build and sell PCs. Normally we do like customers builds every Tuesday. But today, I believe this is just a stock one, isn't it?
I think it's. Did you not say it's for that place? Are we allowed to say it's for that
I
place?
don't know if we're allowed to say it for place. That's
right,
fine.
okay, so it's
It's for a
another
thing.
company. It's for a company.
It's for a company. So yeah, every Tuesday we build a computer, but no one got back to us this week to say, "Oh, build mine." So we're building this.
Which is weird because we've only got 4 or 5 to choose from.
Yeah. Back in 50 minutes if we're still live. Yeah, it's normally 7:30 we go to, isn't it? Really?
Half 7, yeah.
Yeah, it's normally 7:30 we go to, isn't it? Really?
Half 7.
Tech Eagle says it's called with Rapskillion.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Tech Eagle says
Every
it's
week. I think we're only doing it
with
one.
Rapskillion. The arcane. It does look good on camera, I have to say. We've taken the side panel off so you don't get all the glare from the lights and you can see more of what's inside of it. We've taken the side panel off so you don't get all the glare from the lights and you can see more of what's inside of it. I imagine I'm echoing right now.
Yes, you probably are because you're on my screen as well. I'm just going to kill it. Yes, you probably are because you're on my screen.
Just the desktop audio thing in OBS. Just
yeah, I'm updating this first.
Just the desktop audio
then I will,
thing
then
in
I'll
OBS.
Yeah, I'm updating
Building
this.
PCs,
Then I will, then I'll yeah. Right.
1 second, guys.
Turn this off. Desktop audio. Turn
The other, there you go. Right, there we go. That should be better.
I'm gonna get back to him. Am I still playing? No way. Oh, I missed the balls. It.
Is Caprani there? Yes, I am. So these specs, these are the right ones on there now?
They are the right ones. Already got
Cool.
them. It's a lot harder without the sound. The sound makes it much better.
How you doing, Mia Canimo? I've done all the tests myself, Beats. It's already done.
Was it coming out of? Oh, I missed it.
I've done. So I can't remember what actual speed I got it to, but I've run overclocks and everything on it. I mean, you kind of done water cooling without an overclock. I don't trust you. Thanks. That's nice. Yeah, that monitor I ended up getting, Beats, was more like 289. So it was a lot more than I wanted to spend, but it was also 32 inches instead of 27. I'm not doing bad. Looking forward to streaming this evening.
I just remembered I've made some food and it's downstairs when we go home.
And then I'm second the streams over because I believe Argos is open till 10. I'm going to go and get the monitor straight afterwards.
Honestly, you've got to download this. It's just.
I played Valorant on stream last night, and it's been so long since I've played a shooter. I was just terrible. I was so bad. How you doing, Daniel? No, I won't be streaming on like my channel, Beats. I mean, like here. Run to Argos. No, it's one that's further away than I wanted, but it was the only place that had it within like 40 miles. So.
Have you seen that I'm smashing this game on my first try?
I don't believe you. I can't see it.
Since I actually sat down and got the music right, I haven't dropped the ball. He says as he drops the ball.
Right, I'm just going to shuffle these out of the way.
I start to think maybe I used to be good at this game, but I can't remember. It's been that long.
Yeah. I can picture it perfectly, but I can't remember if I was any good. Yeah, not bad at all. How you doing, Scott? Crunchy. Everyone's here this evening. We're not even doing a giveaway. Or are we?
No.
Just gotta have it telling me midstream.
We did. We kind of had one planned, and it's kind of gone out the window because of Nvidia doing stupid, awesome things last week. So.
Yeah.
So we now can't give that one away until it gets a new card. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
So I'm probably going to be buying a 3080 on release. I'm probably actually going to get it from the Nvidia website and get one of the Founders Edition cards.
I thought you said Farmers Editions then.
Farmers Edition card.
Does that help you with
It's
Tractor
packaged
Simulator?
in hay. And
I'm not watching the chat back right now because I'm fully in the zone. So.
Ronnie, you should buy the ice cream truck and thing and give it to Sam. Wait, other Sam? What? Am I just confused because I am also Sam?
Oh no. Yes.
Let's get this cool around.
I dropped a ball.
The Sam building. But I am also Caprani.
He's Sam and Caprani. When he does fusion, he becomes one. And after the show, fusion ends.
If you need a mod, just holler.
Is anyone commenting on how awesome I am at this game yet?
You're going to replace Chris, are you, Beats?
We should have a Space Cadet esports team.
A Space Cadet esports team. I like it.
I'm telling you, I'm like, I've got this. Oh, no, maybe I've not. Has anyone noticed that Space Cadets is on in the top left-hand corner yet?
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
I hadn't noticed.
I mean, I'll switch it to main camera in a minute if you get too boring. You know, I've got this covered here.
When are we expecting the new Ryzen chips to drop? I have no idea. Do you mean CPUs or do you mean their GPUs, the big Navi? Because I haven't heard a thing about either of them, really.
Straight down the middle.
In terms of release dates, that is. I was very tempted to wait and get a big Navi card, potentially, depending on what kind of specs they released. Because I know AMD probably have something up their sleeve at this point, but I'm also not 100% confident that they've got something up their sleeve. AMD is making a bike. Yeah, I saw that. Did you see that?
What?
AMD are making bikes.
What?
Like bicycles.
I mean, if they...
I didn't know if it was a troll, but it all seemed pretty legit. Like...
I mean, I can see them putting some technology into e-bikes to make them...
No worries, Scott. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything before November, I think. I have heard rumours, and there's a few rumours scattered about online that they're announcing something in November and October. So it might be both of those.
So, Dad, you're going to...
Do you die in pinball? Is that what happens? You drop the
Oh,
ball
there we
and
go.
it...
Chris. There you go. I've got top score right now, so... If you
Well,
want to
yeah, it's hard when no one else has played it.
There we go.
Apple event, 15th of September. I have no interest in that. Apple.
I just remember that food. I'm not going home with this stream.
What are they supposed to be announcing, Beats? Exciting times indeed, then. Exciting times indeed. Like I've said a few times on stream, like I've never had any intention of upgrading my graphics card anytime soon. But with these new 30 series, I'm just I have to. I mean, I know I don't have to, but I have to. You know what I mean? Nah, Android all the way, Beats. What's wrong with you? I've had a Samsung Note 9 now for over 2 years with, like, there's not a scratch on it. I've never been a fan of Apple. I think the last iPhone I had was the 4? I like you less and less every day.
I'm not an Apple fan, I'm just very stuck in my ways and like...
I think that's, to be honest with you, I feel like that's the main reason anyone still uses an iPhone. Because they've always used an iPhone.
It's just the thought now of having to spend like 2 or 3 days transferring everything across and making sure it's right.
So as I got a 2060 last month, should I be kicking myself? If you'd got a 2080 Ti, probably. But a 2060, you're right, because they're still doing the 2060s, aren't they? And the 2070s.
At the same time, there's not going to be a lot when they get released, so
yeah.
It's going to be a struggle. So if you were thinking of getting it, you're getting close to Christmas before. So if you want a PC now, then it doesn't matter because you've got a PC now.
Well, that's it. I was actually speaking to Colin about this earlier today, about selling our 1080s and obviously using that money to put towards the new cards. But one, we probably won't get a great deal for them now all of this has been announced. And I don't have any onboard graphics, so if I do sell my 1080 Ti, I can't play games until I get a 30 series. I can't do anything because it just won't display. So it's a risk. If I can't get one straight away, then I can't use my computer. I have to take out a loan card from Fierce. That smells nice. What have you got?
Chili.
Chili.
Chili and rice.
So one day, guys.
Hungry. Not going hungry this spring.
One day we'll get Chris to build the computer and I'll sit there and eat. See that 2080 Ti for £350 on Facebook. That doesn't surprise me. Have you noticed a lot recently is that people are still trying to sell their 2080 Ti's for like £550? Which, fair play, they obviously want to get some of the money back they've spent. But 9 times out of 10, the comment is just laughing face. Like, oops. They just want to upgrade. It will still play games, of course.
It's still an awesome card, like, no matter how you look at it. It's just, if you were buying brand new in the next 3 months, buying the new ones is better.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I think they listed out the performance of a 3080 compared to the 2080 Ti, and it was like a 72% increase in power, pretty much. So you've gone from being able to do your 1080p with RTX on and hitting your 60 frames and plus, to now being able to do like 1440p and 4K over 60 frames, over 100 frames. I think someone did one the other day where they had the 3080 on 4K getting 155 frames. So I'm hoping that now I'm getting this 2K monitoring and I get a 3080, I should still be able to absolutely slap the frames on anything I'm playing and just have insane quality. How you doing, Jeremy? Need a new motherboard, 7th gen, can't find any. Like Intel 7th gen? No, I knew I'd forgotten one. You distracted me, guys. That's why it takes me so long.
James says, yeah, Intel.
Yeah, you will struggle to find a board, especially a new board, Just search for the. I don't know how you've been searching for it, but search for the socket as opposed to. What? Search for the socket as opposed to the chip. I can't remember what socket 7th gen is. But find that out and then just search for certain sockets, whatever motherboard. Seventh gen Tech Eagle. X-File Legend.
He's changed the spacing on his name.
No, like, when he's on YouTube, it says Tech Eagle. On Twitch, it's all one word.
No, on YouTube it's... Oh, is it on Twitch? Where I thought it was on
No,
both
that's what threw me off. I was Tech Eagle.
Tech Eagle.
Tech Eagle. Alright, actually, let's move those screws first.
Get this et so I can have another round of pinball.
Get this et. Let's get this eat. Is the top camera frozen?
Oh, please don't say it's frozen.
It looks like it, because I'm a lot further ahead than that.
What is wrong with that camera?
1151. So yeah, if you search motherboard socket 1151, if that's the correct socket for that generation, you'll probably have a lot better luck searching for the socket than a 7th gen motherboard.
Came back, no issues, didn't even close OBS. Oh, Space Cadet's still there.
I have to say, I do really like these MSI motherboards. They look nice. Like, if you ever go to the lower end of MSI, they do some pretty confusing things. For starters, on some of them, the whole PCB is brown. Like, the whole board is brown.
That's a bit weird.
And it's grim. Like, I don't get why they do it. I guess they're just cutting costs and making a cheaper board. So it's, yeah, you're getting it how it was manufactured. We're not doing anything fancy to it. But at the same time, the only way I'd be happy with a board like that is if I had a case you could not see inside. Look at that, guys. Magnetise the screwdrivers. No more just throwing screws around.
Dan will be so happy.
Build yours next. Have you ordered one? Shawnee boy.
It looks like that camera's froze again.
It does.
What's going on?
When did you order it, Sean? I love how I'm getting graphics hard. I like how I'm getting a graphics hard and you're doing PC repairs.
I don't get that one either.
I know, understand. Hey, Emmy Tacky. Emma, I'm going to be home late. I'm going to go get my monitor.
It just reminded me of that song. Hey, Kentucky.
Are they trolling it? There's, like, I can't see anything from Spiddy.
I can't see anything from Spiddy.
I'm seeing him tagged everywhere. And I'm confused.
Are they just
and
trolling?
I'm scared.
Are they trolling him, or is he in the chat somewhere?
I don't know. Why is that monitor not in your warehouse? It was hard to get. I don't think they're actually making it anymore. Mod me a sec. Oh. Okay.
Which one's he on?
It's not popping up in Restream, which I'm fine with. So.
I might have blocked him from Restream, but then Restream might not block him.
Oh, on the other platform.
On the other platforms, which is a bit stupid if that's the case.
Twitch, Beats says. Bye.
Right, come around here and show me which one it is, because last time I blocked him and he was still talking in chat. So we're on creator dashboard, yeah.
No, you should just be able to see the chat.
There.
Yeah, but you gotta wait for his name to take. Message hidden. Click on that. Now click his name. And see the crossed one, the circle with a line through it on the left.
Circle? Oh, that one.
Left, that one.
There we go.
Yeah, so I think you just hidden the messages before.
No, I didn't. Like before, I clicked block.
You're welcome, everybody. A true hero over here. And the camera's frozen on top of you.
Oh god.
Why is it doing that?
Might be something.
How you doing, Penguin? How you doing, Sockham? Not all heroes. Not all heroes.
Not all herons fly south during winter.
I imagine not. Wear capes. Thanks, Beats. I'm sure Em will appreciate.
Not all heroes can't spell.
I thought work hours are 9 to 5. They are indeed. This isn't like work. Kind of.
I mean, it is work.
It is work, but we're not part of the offices that will handle anything. And we're not doing a repair. We're just doing a build. Another lovely case. It is the Lumina, Shawnee. And yeah, I'm going to be late because I'm going to pick up my monitor. Yeah, that's kind of where I was going, Beats. Like, if you enjoy what you're doing, it's not work, right? Right?
Yeah.
Until someone offers you more money. No, don't put sad face. I'll be coming back with a monitor, it's fine. And then I'll come back and give all my attention to the monitor. Black Eye 612, hi. Hey there. Right, let's get to this front I/O.
Where's Mike Jennings and MD? They said they were going to be here.
They were just trolling you. Yeah, so if AMD actually turn up, we're just going to stop building and Chris is just going to start playing pinball.
Full screen.
Get in touch with the social media Escape Penguin on Twitter, on Facebook, whichever one you use more, and drop us a message when you order it or are about to order it, and just let us know. And we will do our best. See what we can do about getting it built live for you. Ah, Beats, you see, this is where I'm winning. She's already made it. If I ordered Saturday, when should I expect the beast? Obviously Saturday and Sunday don't count.
5 to 7 working days.
5 to 7 working days, so it should be this week.
It would be like, well, Friday to Tuesday. The weekends don't count. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is 5 days, and then Monday, Tuesday is 7.
I get you. My friend is going to get a build for you guys when the new cards are out. Everyone's just waiting for these cards, aren't they?
You know what? I think that top camera freezing is a sign that I need to play more pinball.
I think sometimes you just hear what you want to hear.
mean, this is like multi-entertainment right now. We've got a game going on in the top left corner. We've got a very pleasing PC to look at the right corner, and then you're building PCs slap bang in the middle. Alright. I'm pretty sure that was a decent score, so I'm going to find it hard to beat now.
We'll see. I'm going to download it when I get home just to beat your score and then send you a picture of it like, haha, you thought you were
There must be like an online version you can play.
Probably. I got mine within a week, and that was during the peak of lockdown. Yeah, so you might go this week, or it might end up being Monday, just because of the 5 to 7 days.
It just depends on like if it passes test first time, like if we have the parts in stock, or if there's any parts that we need to order. I said some of them will go through in 3 days just because they're ready to go.
Yeah. PC boot's in a temporary profile. How can I fix it, please? You'd have to elaborate a bit more. Like, is it when you boot it, it like logs into like a guest profile, like an admin account instead of your own account? Has it suddenly started happening, or is it something that's happened since you've had the computer? Did you buy the computer from us?
And again. 2 for 2, man.
2 for 2. Because as I've said a few times on stream, guys, I'm happy to try and help you if I can. But a lot of problems will require troubleshooting that I just can't do on stream. And obviously it's not what the stream's about. But I will do my best. If I can help, I will.
I'll do my best to beat my high score. Messed up. Yeah. Nope.
Well, graphics 60 and 60 in this one. Bomb for the bomb.
Guys, look out! There's unicorn vomit behind you. What we want behind us.
New overlay looks nice. Wait. The only thing we've done is add pinball.
This is actually me playing pinball, it's not an overlay.
Can you use the wires from an old PSU for a new one? I wouldn't recommend it. You might be able to get away with it, but is it worth the risk? Some of them will be rated for different things. This should be fairly standard, so like I say, you might be fine. But I wouldn't. Oh, having everything. Oh, okay. Can you explain the difference between RTX and GTX? So RTX is NVIDIA's ray tracing cards. So if you don't know what ray tracing is, it's basically a different way of rendering, so things look more realistic. You know, the reflections and everything are just better. I could go really deep into that, but we'll be here all night. RTX is better, essentially. But if you're only buying like a super low-end RTX card, then you might not get the advantages of RTX anyway. And I would suggest...
It also means you can laugh harder at the RTX on memes.
Yeah, true. There's plenty of memes out there that say RTX on, and you know you'll understand them. But you probably struggle to get a hold of a GTX in the near future, and you'll struggle even harder to get a hold of like a 2080 Ti because they've just stopped them now, I think. I know I'm waiting for the new cards. I know a lot of people are waiting for the new cards. It just depends on how patient you can be and what your budget is. I wouldn't say a 2060 would be super good for RTX, only because of I've heard a lot of things about games just not quite being well optimized enough to run the RTX efficiently. Like, in no way is it a bad card, but I have heard things about people turning RTX on and their frames just plummeting, like halving in fact. Who's playing pinball like a pro? That will be Chris.
That will be me.
Sat in the corner. Working really hard.
I think this new stream layout is the one. It's definitely. We don't need to even do any more.
Just pinball.
Just pinball.
Pinball every night.
Pinball and building PCs.
I've only just noticed it. It took me a while, and it's in front of me.
I told you when we started. Watch this. Oh yeah! Ah, up the ramp. There we go. Got it on the second try.
Right. Okay. Let me catch back up. Oh, the specs grave width are on this side of the screen, down there, in the white writing. Chris is playing pinball. Do you think they're going to bring out a 3060? Probably. Ordered all the parts to build my first PC. Super excited. Any tips? Take your time. Enjoy doing it.
Return your RTX card. Wait for the new one.
Return your 2080 Ti. Wait for the new card. Take your time with it is the main thing I can say. Like, you don't want to bang it all together in excitement and then realise you've bent pins on your CPU or anything like that. Not trying to scare you away from building it, but just, you know, be delicate. And also, don't put your side panels on until you've powered it on. We've said this a few times on the stream, because if you put everything back in, screwing the side panels all nice and tight, and it's all ready, like that looks great, and then you push the button and nothing happens, then you've got to take it all, open it all again to find out where something's gone wrong.
You know what? I'm getting close to that.
So is it still worth getting a 2060 Super? Yeah, they're still good cards. 100% still good cards. I'd probably wait a couple of weeks just for the actual launch to happen and see what they went down to.
So close.
Kashmiri, I feel your pain. I was saying this earlier today. The 3080 in the US is $699. So why is it £650?
Something to do with the markets. The same thing happened to the Xbox S today, because it's released at $299 in the US and £249 in the UK. So the direct translation would be £227, not 200.
That's it. Like you was just saying then. Kashmiri was saying, yeah. So the 3070 is $499, but in the UK it's $470, when it should literally be about $370. Like, even if it was $399, I'd be fine. Or like if the 3080 was $600. I'm moving to US. Moving to the US. I'm going to sacrifice healthcare for a GTX 3070. RTX, sorry.
I don't know exactly, but it's either something to do. It's probably to do with tax as well. They'll get it cheaper because, you know, some of the parts
deals,
are made there.
Trade deals.
Yeah.
China.
Made a deal with China. And we'll leave it at that.
I agree, classified. Right now, Ryzen absolutely slapping Intel processors.
Let's just move that.
What was that, Daniel? I have an issue with my Xbox controller on some games, like I press it up and it will keep going up. Try replacing the pad, and why? Any ideas? Go to your device manager, unplug your controller, go to the device manager, uninstall the drivers for it, and then restart your computer and plug it back in and see what happens.
That just sounds like a stuck switch, though, to be honest.
Well, he said he's replaced the controller and the wire.
Oh, replace the actual controller.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the D-pad as in just plastic there.
Oh yeah. Wait, did you replace the actual controller, or do you mean just the pad?
Because if you replace just the plastic D-pad, it's still the buttons underneath
Yeah.
the groups. Do not have tax on that 299.
Wait, hang on. Don't they do it weird in America anyway? Like, if you go into like a convenience store,
oh, you've got to pay tax on.
You pay tax on top, don't you?
Yeah.
So is it like not like one of those?
So it might
it's like you
be-
go in and you buy like a pack of gum for like $1, and then it's like, actually no, that's like $1.50 or
Yeah,
whatever.
it might be that.
Which will make me feel a bit better about it. I was actually speaking to a guy from NVIDIA today. First time I started speaking to him. Because I'm in a top secret meeting with him tomorrow.
Yeah, Gaz just said, isn't it? Because we advertise without sales tax.
Yeah.
as well. To it, I'll give it a try. Like, yeah, if you can try the two controllers and one of them responds differently, then you know it's your switches. You might have to replace. I've never taken an Xbox controller apart, so I don't know if they have separate switchboards. I know on SNES controllers and the Mega Drive, it's all one PCB.
Yeah.
And you can pretty much unsolder them and solder them back together. So.
I don't think it's changed much, to be fair. There's big rumble motors in the controller, and it's different now.
I really want to do like a retro sleeper build of some sort. I don't know what, like...
We'll definitely get around to it. I just need to get this mod I'm working on out on my site, to be honest.
Will you do my dream build with every single console ever? Guys, like,
don't listen to him.
Should Sam build a PC that has every single console ever made?
Right, you think this mod's taken a long time?
I still think it would be technically quite easy once you've got over the I
just have this image of like taking Emma, shut up. I have this.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Did you just do the video?
Yes.
Right, guys, we're in the 90s.
Well, that's it. We're talking about retro consoles. Let's slap the fingers, yo. Yeah. Because you wouldn't have to do any design work or modding. It would just be like.
Classified likes this. This is the Arcane PC. Built it a short while ago now, and it's live on. Is it live on the website still?
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it'd be. I think it'd be just working out where everything goes. That would be the tricky part. But no custom stuff, no 3D design, probably a face thing. I think the power, what you said, maybe just.
It ended up being 3D design just to figure out where stuff was going. And I think because of what I'm working on now that no one knows about. How do I word this? The planning started, and then I had to come away from the planning because obviously everything kicked off like pandemic-wise, and we got really, really busy, and I had to sort everything out. So by the time I went back to it, I was like, I'm just got to put it together now. So then the next time I do one, I'm sitting there and meticulously planning out where everything is going before I start.
I might do like a Raspberry Pi build in a SNES controller or something.
That'd be cool.
And then just instead of just have a
like 3D print you like an extra big SNES controller.
Ooh, putting extra buttons on. I was thinking the cable would just plug into a TV and then it would just already have SNES games loaded onto it.
So it's just the controller.
So I'd have to use USB controller, take it apart, reinsert the buttons so the buttons actually work.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just have a controller that has loads of games on. Maybe a tiny little LCD screen on it as well. Like that.
This is where you guys should be playing on keyboard and mouse. Yeah. Agreed, but it depends what you're playing.
Yeah.
If you're playing like a racing game or like Rocket League,
steering wheel,
then definitely using like an analog controller is better. Oh yeah, 25% on the $4.99 is a fair amount, to be fair. Is that what they're actually doing then, Kashmiri?
That was the sales tax they were talking about.
Yeah. I've never done any benchmarking or used one classified. I've heard good things, like I know someone when I used to work at Curry's PC World, and he got one and he never had any issues with it. But all he ever played was like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, like religiously. That was like the only game he played ever. And some like weird old modded illegitimate version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 on the PC. But that was all he played, so I can't really like vouch for how well it performed in high-end games.
Like from the benchmarks I've seen, because I've spoken to a lot of people on social media about this, like, and mainly just on Fortnite, the FPS goes from like 30 to 80 on a Vega 8.
Yeah.
Just depending on, I don't even know how, like...
The RAM's really important.
Yeah.
I think I did some tests on a... it's one of the Athlon ones, wasn't it?
Oh, 3100.
Yeah, I think so. That first came out with the onboard. It might have been the 3100G. If that was.
That would have been that 100G. That's very great.
Yeah. Oh right, okay. So that's the one I'm thinking of, and that was what's it?
Yeah, I think you did test it.
Yeah.
I think we did a video on it.
Yeah, there's probably a video on our YouTube channel.
Probably a video on our YouTube channel.
But I can tell you now, the RAM speed made a huge difference on that one because I tested it on like 3000 and 3600, and having the 3600 speed RAM in there, the frames went up by like 30.
Wait, wasn't it 2600? I remember when you told me the story, you put smaller RAM in. And
Oh yeah, I think I tried it with 266, 3000, and 3600.
I'm sure I remember you telling me this and saying that the lower RAM actually improved the speed, but then technically it's designed to work with, I don't know, but I just remember you saying the lower RAM made it go faster, which is weird.
I might have done 3200. This was a while ago now.
Anyway, next question. What have you guys been playing? Pinball.
Yeah, pinball apparently.
That's
Space Cadets.
probably time for another game.
I played Valorant last night, Mr. Merchant.
F2 to start.
And realised I
suck.
I suck. Because it's been so long since I played a shooter.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there was a few rounds where I did really well, but overall the gameplay was terrible. Play No Man's Sky. I've never played that. I have. Like, didn't it like flop really hard at the beginning, but then they improved it a lot? I've never played it, so I don't know. And hi, it's Nat, to be honest.
I mean, I would rather you be honest.
Always. Honesty, best policy.
Man,
thingy.
Blocked off the sides. Is
that a new game that's just come out?
This one here, Space Cadet. Yeah, it's brand new.
I don't know if you mean Valorant or No Man's Sky. You need a new shotter. I'm pretty good at doing shots.
I mean, this pinball, like you shoot it at the start.
Let's drop that one in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the sides of open. It's good.
Valorant's pretty good if you don't mind. Tencent. Is it Tencent? Yeah. Just accessing all your personal data while you're playing. But it's just like a blend between Overwatch and Counter-Strike, essentially. I tried that Rogue Company, which is the third-person shooter, and I hate it. Quite frankly, I don't enjoy it at all. Vanguard, yeah, that's their anti-cheat. RGB. I knew I was missing one of these items. There you are. I knew I'd find you eventually. What I am going to do is I am going to jump back into Rainbow Six Siege soon.
Really? Oh.
It has been a very long time.
Yeah, straight up.
But I used to, in fact, there's a clip on my Twitch from years ago. And I watched it when I was at home because I was like logging my Twitch account into the smart TV because I wanted to watch streams, but I didn't like that I couldn't talk. And there was a clip where I was playing as, who's the sneaky one? Caveira or something like that. We were defending, and I checked the cameras, and the whole enemy team was just by this one window. Like they were all in the same spot. So I just jumped out the window, ran around the side, and just dropped all of them, apart from the one guy who had a shield. And all he did was just look at me. He was just backing away with the shield the whole time. Yes, it is easy. What kind of SSD? An NVMe or like an SSD? Like a 2.5 inch? Oh, it's good power supply.
Is Merchant telling me to stop playing paintball? Because, you know, it's not... No! Ah! Serves me right. Straight down the middle. Enough the pinball already. No! I like the pinball.
That's Johnny if we can get a real one in the corner of the room.
don't know, like, I'm not sure if it'd have the same effects as playing, like, the only game that you got when you first got a PC as a child. Oh man, look at the graphics, they're so amazing!
I remember, like, what's the first PC game you guys have played?
Wolfenstein 3D.
Wolfenstein 3D. Yeah. Now that is old school.
Like about 5 floppy disks, I think.
And that was the first one that you ever loaded up?
That's the first one I ever remember loading up and playing on a PC.
I remember a Jungle Book game when I was a kid that was on a floppy disk. No, tell a lie, it was on about 4 floppy disks. And every time you got to a level, you had to swap them. Like when you went a few levels ahead, that you had to swap it because you obviously ran out of data and there was no more levels. Age of Empires, nice. Yeah, that's just your standard solid state drive. They are easy to install. In fact, let's move the graphics card. I don't want to put the case on there. What case have you got, Daniel? Carry on with this whilst I await your response. How much is the PC? Which one classified? Master Cooler. Do you mean Cooler Master? Or am I being silly? Cooler Master offered me a job once.
The one you're building.
I have no idea. You got the sheet?
It's the sheet is back in the box, but I don't think the sheet has the price on it, does it? So I believe it's a 1660, it's 10th gen, i5, in a gold.
Well, that screw was black and it's landed on black carpet, so that one's gone. But don't worry, we have plenty of those.
I would guesstimate this build.
It's got a hard drive, an SSD, a 1660.
Just because the 1660 and the 10th gen, I reckon it's about 800-ish, between 800 and 900.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there, because it is a Z490. So yeah, we'll estimate it between 800, I might even push 1,000, between 800 and 1,000, somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's a fair
but we don't know exactly, so don't quote us.
It is the i5 10th gen, which are...
and it does have a solid state and a normal hard drive.
But it's the WD solid state, which is really the price.
Oh yeah, it's a Western Digital Green.
Western Digital Green. Although the Western Digital Black is a lot faster, but obviously it adds a bit more of a price tag.
Indeed. So, in regards to what you were saying, we got the top camera on, or have we given up?
I've given up. It keeps freezing. I don't know why.
So right.
I think it might be to do with this extra long USB cable.
Probably. So, in most cases, you'll have these trays that will go underneath here. Now, you don't have to put an SSD in there. I do it for ease of removing them. But you have these trays, you'll screw them down into that, and you'll just pop the tray back in when I find the right spot, like so. That'll click back in. SSD, SATA cable for the motherboard, so your actual data SATA. And then you'll have a SATA that will look like this, which will be your power, which will go into the slot next to it. And they're both only going one way, so don't force them, and you'll be good.
That unplug as you pulled it in the last cable?
No.
Sure.
Yeah, because that one swung around, wasn't plugged into anything anyway.
Oh, right, okay. Well, that's why it looks like it fell.
Yo, solder. like we say, classified. It might be more than that. We're not sure, unfortunately. I don't think this particular spec is even listed anywhere yet, so...
Yeah, it'd be hard to check. It's weird though, because it's... And again, this is, like, people can do this with custom builds too, that, like, it's a really nice motherboard, it's got an SSD with it, like i5, 1660, and then stock cooler.
Yeah.
That's like wearing
a lot of people might have their own cooler.
It's like wearing a three-piece suit, Crocs. Oh, ventilation works.
Is there anything you have to do in turn it on as plug and play ready to go? It will depend, but more than likely you will have to initialize the drive. And by that I mean you'll plug it all in, you'll power it on, and your computer might not see it initially. So you can right-click, hope you're taking notes, right-click your Windows icon in the bottom left, then go to Disk Management, and you'll see one of the disks has got a big black line in it. That's because it's not being used. You right-click that and create new or initialize disk. That's essentially what you do, and that just activates it for use.
Doesn't need to make notes. You can just like
watch just go back through the VOD 15 times. What did he say? How was your day been today? Have you had a good day? Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been doing a bunch of 3D printing today. A couple of them failed, so I got mad.
Are you going to buy Cyberpunk?
Am I going to buy Cyberpunk?
See, I would have thought you would have already like pre-ordered one.
I haven't yet, but I'm going to. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to message CD Projekt Red and be like, "Hey, I'm a streamer. Give me."
I was so good I didn't order do the Tony Hawk's pre-order.
Wow.
They did like a pre-order special edition that came with a deck. Like an actual skateboard deck for Tony Hawk. Oh,
so we need everyone.
Sploosh.
Everyone who's watching to like start tweeting out that we stream, and then we'll have to see if CD Projekt Red will give us a key to play on the Fierce channel.
Yeah, tweet Project Red. We'll do something Cyberpunk related on launch.
Hey, CD Projekt Red, give me
this PC. You think your PC can handle Cyberpunk? I think it can.
Mine can currently. But I'm also putting the 3080 in, so I'll get to see it in all its glory. It's Miguel!
Techie Gale is back.
Techie Gale. Alright, let's pop this one up from the graphics card.
I'm going to go make a brew.
They haven't released requirements yet. Yeah, but I know, like, on a 3900X and a 1080 Ti, I know I'm not going to struggle to play it at 60 FPS. Why don't you buy me the 3080? Because I want the 3080. What kind of question's that? I need it. And everyone in the chat, Emyataki, is saying I can buy one. She's being really nice and saying, yep, you go, you treat yourself. You get yourself a card. She's even on the notification list for NVIDIA, so that when it goes live, we can both try and order one. Which would be really awkward if we both bought one. But I guess it wouldn't take me long to sell a Founders Edition 3080 if we ended up with two of them. I mean, I could guarantee there's probably a few buyers in this chat, or people that are going to miss the initial order and be like, I need that. What do you want? Or I could be that guy. You know the guy I mean. That buys the Founders Edition, and then the Founders Editions sell out, and then I list it for like an extra 300 quid. Because someone will still buy it. Like, we can guarantee it. Get that plugged in. Keep in mind, I'll let you know. If that happens, I'll let you know, Beats. Don't you worry. How much is that Fierce PC bottle? I don't know. Oh, I'm useless for prices, guys. Get that peely boy up there. And yet again, I brought a Lumina up to the stream room and not put the magnets on the front for the front panel. So I'll just hold it in front again. Yataki might end up with my 1080 Ti, depending on what I do with it. There you go, $5.95 for a bowl. Go Beats. You're more efficient than Chris. He didn't hear me. But I'll make sure to let him know when he comes back. Oh, unless we've got a peeling inside. It's alright, Chris. Beats is just moderating for you. Taking over. Finding people prices on the website and such.
Well, that's because we have a nice little community here. No, we've helped.
Beats is just top mod. Like, he modded my 24-hour stream. I realised I was starting it and I was like, I don't have mods. Hi Beats! Mod!
You were going on for like weeks, just like, yes, oh wait, no.
Yeah, Chris.
Bottle. I mean, like, man's gotta get a brew. It's not bad.
Alright, took that over there. I will get this powered on, make sure everything's fine before I start tying any cables down, and then we will enjoy some nice soothing cable management.
And whilst you're doing that, I think it's time for...
Hey, Chris Cap said you're not efficient, take his hat off him.
What? I don't even have a hat. Oh wait, no.
We mean to take my hat off me.
Ah.
So there are 3 wires from my PSU going to my motherboard. 3 of them.
Here we go.
You'll have your 24 pin, your CPU power. You might have 2 CPU powers. And then there should be one for your graphics card. Unless for some reason you've got an RGB power supply, but I don't think you do.
No idea.
Because I'm in 2 minds, I'm doing my greater self, as I don't know how I'll live without my PC.
There we go.
Ryzen 7 3700X, X570 motherboard, 32 GB RAM. Yeah, good config. What speed are you going for your RAM? Make sure your RAM's at least 3200. And if you can, go for 3600. I've got an X570 personally, I think it's great. Probably could get away with a B550. But I just went overkill. So it's one of those, like, I went for a high-end X570 because I'd had my computer for 7 years, almost 8 years prior to the one I just built. And I'm very much of the mind of, instead of buying or cheaping out on a couple of parts, I'd rather save up for another couple of months, get the best thing I possibly can, and make sure that lasts me like 6 to 7 years. With like just upgrading like a GPU or something. 32 gig. Meanwhile, I'm thinking of getting 8 gigabytes. Hey, I remember computers when there wasn't even 1 gigabyte of RAM. Am I showing my age? Is my age showing?
It's just showing a little bit, like me mastering this pinball game. Yes, you hold it with the flipper. Release for a second, and then then it went wrong.
Which one should you get under £300? What, the motherboard? It'll depend. Like, was that RAM already 3600?
No.
If the RAM's already 3600 DDR4, then you can push it. Asus do some really nice ones. I don't know how much the Tai Chi is, but that's also a very good board. You guys seen that PC built into a desk? I've seen a few of them classified. It's something I really want to do. And I will. I am determined to get around to it at some point. And speaking of your processor, by the way, Azadar 91. I've actually seen a little bit better performance in the 3600 XT than the 3700. Obviously, that changes completely when you go to like 3900X. It doesn't stand a chance. But I've accomplished clock speeds on the 3600 XT of like 4.5 gigahertz every single core, so it just pushes it that little bit above the 3700. Wolf Gamer 2019. Thank you for the follow. In stereo. One thing something else I want to do classified is I want to like make like a huge board. Have it like CNC'd with like my, not for this stream, like for at home, like hence like have my logo like CNC'd into it and all backlit with RGBs, and then put all my computer components on the board and run a hard line like liquid cooling around it, like two pump reservoirs, GPU and CPU loop.
Wait, did Beats just call Beats the best? Is that the same Beats or?
What?
Is that a different Beats just complimenting Beats because it's Beats, or is Beats complimenting himself?
I'm going to buy a bundle PC from you. Great.
Nice. Which one are you buying?
Glad to hear it. Yeah. If I spoke too loud then, which one are you getting? Don't know what you mean. Oh. World peace. Give me that PC. Which one? There are multiple PCs.
Like the one we're streaming from, the one we're building, the one in the background.
The one we're using to encode, the one we're building, the one that's on display, or the 4 that are being photographed behind.
The 5 that's in the E-Suite next door.
Yeah.
All the photograph PCs in there. Oh my god, right. There is literally, let me count. 1, 2, 3. Do we count my laptop?
Yeah.
No, it's not PC, but let's be. So
we'll leave the laptop out.
4, 5, 6, 7. Because I'm counting that one because that's the box. 8, because there's a Lumina there.
Yeah.
9, because there's one down there. Esports PCs 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, there's 2 on the landing. 17, because there's a media PC for the big screen.
Yeah.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25 PCs.
There are 25 PCs within 3 meters of us.
And I would say the cheapest one is 700 quid.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe we need like a big shelf, and we'll just line up a load of PCs behind.
Well, we were planning on putting like all the boxes of like high-end components and stuff and things like that on a shelf at one point. That's what you've saved all.
I've tried it with a few photos, and it's. I think it needs to be on shelving because it looks rubbish like that. It needs to be sideways. Well, imagine that, just having a line of like high-end PCs.
Also, I'm getting the same Lian Li case you have. Lol, love it. What, this one? Because that's not Lian Li. That is a Techwear VXR. I want the Arcane so much with the 3080 and 3600. Yes. And you found us just kidding. I think we should have an open day where we all come and visit. Like a school tour.
Oh, we did one of those last year.
Yeah, I remember. That was when I was in the really small room, and I remember John trying to bring the kids in to show them what I was doing. But my room was like 2 by 3 meters.
Yeah.
So 2 of them came in, and it was like, yeah, okay, moving on.
Like we only just moved into this room in terms of studio, but yeah, we've expanded that quick now. We just didn't think it possible.
I'll drive 3 hours to visit.
We could do a competition where we invite some people down to like do a competition.
Like a Willy Wonka golden ticket.
In the East. Oh, Willy Wonka golden ticket. Imagine that.
I'm happy. Buy a PC, right, and we'll hide a ticket inside.
And you can come down and oh my god, we could do a golden ticket where you could come down and we will give you what you paid for your PC. So anyone who buys a PC gets to go in the draw.
I like it. I like it. Can I like 3D print like a little Fierce PC coin and spray it all up in like gold and like just leave it in the box?
Yeah, but we need like thousands of them to go in every single one.
Damn, okay. Hazada, thank you for following. Welcome. I know you've been talking already, but now you're officially one of us.
One of us.
How far back are we going? March? It repeats wants to be in that draw. Right. I think it's time to power it on.
Really? Already? To be fair, I've been quite distracted by like smashing pinball.
Smashing. I've still got cable management to do, so I'm just going to make sure it all boots up, runs how it should, and then I'll get to tidying everything up.
Blindfold challenge, all of you blindfold and let me explore your rounds.
Yeah, we just take the blindfold off. Okay, I'm done, as he runs out the door with all the new 30 series graphics cards.
I mean, you could be in any warehouse and be like, right, this is Fierce PC, we're going to blindfold you now, walk you around, you're not allowed to touch anything, walk you out again.
I need to put a top secret sign on my door if we ever do something like this. You can't only select people and see the project.
We still need for this, we need like a going live.
Oh yeah, going live like
studio
but just
live.
one up here. That could be cool, just a live.
Yeah, that. I forgot to put the. I fixed it and forgot to put it up.
Oh, the.
I had to take it off the wall because I was taking photos earlier. Is it there?
I have a wire, but I don't have anything to plug it into.
Oh, it's around this side.
That one?
With a longer wire. Where did it go?
I don't know.
You should be able to just yank it round a bit.
You were, oh yeah, there it is, right next to me. That's like I said, that's where it was.
I fixed it,
haven't we? Yes, your 25 PCs will turn to 2.5. I'll take 1/2 of a PC. I'm rushing because I don't want Argos to close. It's open till 10. Says their website, and I'll be mad if I get there and it's not. What are you doing? Oh, I forgot about these.
I'm trying to change your colour, but the sensor's a bit rubbish. Just gonna have to like stand next to it and point it.
Oh, hey Chris, I think that's the first time we've seen you. I apologise.
There we go. Red.
Red.
Is it doing anything? It's just really rubbish. I'll let you have the remote. You just mess around with that for a second. I think you broke the screen.
I don't know what's happening.
The screen did something really weird with a little glitch thing.
I kind of went from this remote.
Try again. Yeah, what's that you keep doing? Maybe it needs a new battery, who knows?
This is a dud. So, shall we see if this turns on? Fierce, I want to put Fierce Orange on, but it doesn't work. The sensor's there. It's got power.
Try another remote.
Well, hello there, Justin.
See if we got a little thing to pull out. Pull this thing out. Does that work any better?
Just nothing. I give up. Got a computer to build. They look completely different, but kind of. One's really grey. New to Twitch _ hi. Hi.
That's a good one to read out. New to Twitch.
And Skadoosh.
Beat says, WTF was that? I don't know. Like, I think Sam just broke the screen.
Pop on. Oh, did I do a silly?
Did you do a silly?
Yeah, I plugged the power LEDs into where the power switch should be. It's a common mistake. Don't worry.
Without a panel on, that is definitely the best.
That does look really cool. Defeated by LEDs, you know.
LED overload. You got the ones in the background, the ones on the screen. Ah, you turn the remote works on the thing behind you as well. There we go.
Are these the same type of lights? Like the same brand and everything?
No, they're not. They're completely different. Completely different size as well. Oh, look at that.
Douche, douche, douche. Oh, that's cool. Clean.
Just got that as well.
I'll have to see if there's like a semi-transparent version of the chat for the screen.
Hmm. Well, I don't know what I was thinking is when we do these
Where's that screwed on a bit?
We shrink the screen and just cut it off, so we'll have full square that's open, and then just the different parts in the correct sections.
I wonder if this was going to start changing the colours of that as well.
And we just realised that all controllers are working off the same frequency.
It's that riffid. Right click the source and make the opacity less. Alright. You with your logic.
Didn't we try that last time? You have to change it in...
No, you should be able to right click the chatty source and then go to...
I remember last time I had to do it through Restream.
You've got to do it as a filter though, haven't you, Justin? You've got to do a filter, like you have to put that colour correction or something on it, and then you get an opacity slider and you can turn it down. But you could make it orange.
Wait, did you say opacity slide? Because that sounds gorgeous.
Opacity slider.
Oh right, I thought you said pasty slide.
Pasty slider.
Like
just a slide of pasties.
Just sit back and pasties just slide into your mouth.
Right. Put cable management then. Streamlabs or Stream Elements is what I think. Stream Elements. But the normal OBS. And if you're using Streamlabs OBS, boo you.
Yeah, do some cable management.
Cable management. I miss New World. I think everyone does. You're in the Discord now, aren't you? That we've got for the company, and it's just all the time. Like, what do we do now? The game's gone.
Oh, is it closed now?
Yeah, it's closed down for. I think there's rumours it's coming back in November though, Justin.
I was gonna say, I saw the release date is something ridiculous, like January next year or February next year.
It's May next year.
May next year, Jesus. So you've got to wait all that time
to really get started, yeah.
What should you do in the meantime? Play pinball.
Pinball.
Which I'm just about to do. Oh, what was that?
Cheered. Wolf.
Cheered.
Gamer 2019 cheered. What's it say? There's a message, isn't there? That's really small on my screen. I can see it. You have to go onto the Twitch activity to read that, I think.
Where's the cheer gone? It's just a load of hearts, and it says this is because I like the brand.
Oh, well, thank you.
No.
Started playing Brutal Legend.
Oh,
What's Brutal Legend? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, boy.
Isn't that thing where you're using like a guitar
No.
as like a weapon?
Just made me crash. I appreciate the cheer.
Appreciate that, Wolf Gamer. We appreciate you.
Right, stop. Nobody knows.
Jack Black, I think that mean. Yeah, so it's the one where you've got a guitar as a weapon, isn't it? Did they ever remake that game called Medieval?
No, but I remember it had one of the best covers, or the most nostalgic covers.
Yeah, I absolutely loved that game. Like tearing your arm off and beating people with it. Does anyone else remember that? Medieval?
I just realised I started playing
Stay
it.
fierce.
Didn't even put it on the screen. What am I doing? Turp, pinball. There we go. Oh.
And what was that other one? That was like the vampire-y one. Soul Reaver.
Soul Reaver, yes, that was it.
Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain.
That's the one. I think we completed that about twice. Maybe three. Maybe thrice. I priced it.
I just remember, it's like one of those games where you actually threw the spears, you like pinned them to the wall, and it was like, this is insane. That's so realistic.
Gamers in the 90s. Whoa, these graphics are so realistic.
Heavenly Sword. Which one's Heavenly Sword?
I remember Heavenly Sword.
Heavenly Sword. It sounds familiar, but I can't picture it.
I remember the cover, but I can't remember if it was a fighting game or like a Final Fantasy type game.
Heavenly Sword. That's gonna bug me.
I died.
You died? Get good. It's all about GoldenEye on the N64.
Oh yeah. Got a boxed copy of that at home.
No, you can't use Oddjob.
That was one of the ones I was going to bring in to have a little staff tournament.
Basically, your Da had a magic sword, he dies, you get to keep it safe, you kill stuff. Sounds pretty cool.
Well, oh.
Yeah, I don't remember it. Oh, what about that one? Is it something Darkness? Something like that. It was like a side-scroll kind of platformer, and you were this kid with like a colander thing on his head, and like a gun that like shot lightning, and you were getting attacked by like shadows.
Oh,
was it Into the Darkness or something like that?
I can't remember, but they did a version for mobile like 7 or 8 years later. I know which one you mean now.
Anyone remember that one? Nah. Justin, what good are you?
First game I played on the PS3. Controlled something, but I didn't control.
I thought they'd done it.
Why was it not like bigger?
Big news.
Yeah.
I swear, like, yeah, I thought I'd seen something, but obviously I don't think I had the console at the time, so I was just like, ah, that's cool. Can't play it though. Literally every single muscle I have is sort. Why? Gaz knows the game I'm talking about. We're talking about the Darkness one. He was PS1. I did a Ninja Warrior course yesterday, dressed as a chicken. Is that like some promo for Subway? What were you doing? Why? Why didn't I get an invite? Just off my gaming chip, I think I'd probably die. The most I move is walking from my car into this building.
I don't know, you walk 5 yards to the kitchen as well.
Yeah. Just stock up on coffee because I've got no energy because I don't do any exercise. Heart of Darkness.
Yes.
There we go. Don't think I ever got past the first level. I do remember it being hard, but like I was very young. And was just like, yeah, button thing, kill the shadow monsters. I'm getting all nostalgic thinking of these games.
Well, if we do need to do like a old school retro weekly stream, then
Yeah, we've got a guy.
kind of know a guy who knows a guy who did it.
Parappa the Rapper.
Oh,
Now that was hard.
yes.
That was such a hard game. They remade that as well, didn't they?
Well, I don't think they remade it. I think they did like a.
I think they did like a HD version of it.
Yeah, just it wasn't a proper remake. It was literally just releasing it for PC or something. Streets of Rage, they did a
Streets of Rage, yeah.
Did a release of that, Streets of Rage 4.
I remember Paul downstairs on test. He was super hyped for that.
I know.
Because that was actually on PC as well.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
It's, we've now entered that era where
no worries, Justin.
Not only movies, but games are now having remakes. Which is good. I actually prefer people doing game remakes than doing film remakes.
Yeah. Well, can you think of a film that's been made based on a game that's good?
Oh.
Anyone in the chat, welcome to chime in on this one.
A game that's been made into a film that was good.
Yep.
So, I'd say Resident Evil was, but then they milked it like a cow with a 10 foot
really
rubber.
did.
Yeah.
Milk, that's it, yeah. Yeah, I'd say initially that's probably one of the only ones that I've enjoyed as a film.
To be fair, like the first two, almost the third one as well was kind of borderline good, and then
we do sell laptops. Do we have laptops live right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did we have? We had MSI ones.
Yeah, we had to pause the Dream Machine ones because they were just becoming popular. Find out how to get stock. But we do have MSI and Acer, I think.
MSI and Acer. The Dream Machine ones aren't stocked right now, then.
No. I think it might be one or two.
Might be one or two Dream Machine ones, and I use the Dream Machine with the 1660 as like my work laptop. It's really good. My only problem with gaming laptops is the battery life. Just because they're so powerful.
Yeah, if you're gaming on them, you've got like.
You need to if you're going to be playing a game for a couple of hours, plug it in.
I remember being in the airport after we went to the FIFA World Cup, and I was just like, "Oh, I've got half an hour. I'll just play Rocket League." Like 15 minutes in, done.
Your editor's laptop broke, so you're going to sort them out. Oh, that's very nice.
Gaming laptops. There we go.
There you go. Sorted you right out.
We've got that jazzy one with two screens.
DJ Jazzy Jeff, what?
Who was it that did the two screen one? Was it Asus or? I'm sure we had the two screen one. Maybe it's out of stock again. Oh no, all the Dream Machine ones are gone now.
They're all gone.
All gone. Mother of God. Mother of faults. So are we wrapping up spot the time this week so you can jet off to get your monitor?
Yeah, thanks, bye. It's like I'm not worried about it closing.
You're just excited to get your stuff.
No, I don't want to be out late. It's towards Bolton. It's the only one there.
Bolton is a trek.
No, apparently it's where it is. It's like on the edge.
Oh,
like
is it?
South of like Darwin, right on the edge of Bolton. So it's only 24 minutes from here, and then it'll be 15 minutes back home, so it'll be alright. Make sure you tweet a pic of it. Okay, will do. Gotta keep the place tidy.
Yeah, you do. I emptied all the bins today, and then had to fill them back up again because there's more rubbish.
I am actually really hungry.
I'm not bad tonight.
Oh, no, that must be because you've eaten a chili. Have you reserved it? No, I've paid for it already. It's sorted. Cheeky bit of PayPal credit. So I've got it, and I can use it, and don't even have to pay for it for 4 months. I was very confused for a moment then. It's like, this system doesn't have an NVMe drive. This doesn't have a Seagate 5 HUD in it. Why have I got a box? It's from last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be ready to just pick up. I was concerned because like the website said that they didn't have it in stock for collection. No, they said they did, and then I went back off the page and I did something else, and I came back and they said they didn't have it in stock, and the nearest one was like 40 miles away. But then I refreshed the page and it was back in stock again, so I was like, taking it now. I think that's kind of what pushed me to just buy it. I was like, no, okay, having it.
What disappears?
Plus, I've still seen them going second hand on eBay now for like 280 quid.
Really?
And I bought it new for 299, so it's like...
Wow, that is a bargain.
Rodage. Nice. How you doing, meme waffle? You're just catching this towards the end.
Oh, it's the last 5 minutes. This is where like 1 million people turn up.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes, everyone's like, "Oh, how you doing, Fierce PC?" Yeah, maybe. That sounds far too nice of them, though. So it's the last 5 minutes, guys. The cable management is complete. The computer is built. It turns on. It has RGBs. Where's the front panel for it?
It hasn't got the magnets like usual because
Okay. Well, in that case,
they do them downstairs.
we'll go for the plastic gorilla. Check that on the front of it for now, so everyone can bear witness.
No, monkey witness. Get it? Because it's not a bear.
The end? You'll have to start again. See, people are just turning up now. We stream every Tuesday from 6 PM until about 7:30. We only have a couple of hours to do it. It's obviously it's additional to the day job, so we do it extra curricular. You know what I mean? Words. Yeah, it will be in the VOD if you do want to go through. Obviously, there'll be no interaction, but have at it.
I mean, we have said that maybe 1 week we build 2 and stay a bit later and see what happens.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for someone to buy one of the lava ones for me to do a liquid cooling loop.
That's true. Let's get one of them bad boys sold.
But yeah, if you've got any questions, now's the time to ask in the last couple of minutes.
Got 3 minutes left and then we're going to shoot off.
I've got a monitor to collect. Thing is, by the time I've got it and gone back home, you think I'm putting that on a mount? No. I'm going to look at it and go, yeah, and then go to bed.
See, if it was me, it would get plugged in, it would get tested, and then it wouldn't go on the mount for a long time.
That's, yeah, I'll probably have to
it would
plug
just
it
be
in.
on its stands, like, it'd just be like, I'll put that this weekend and just...
I'll probably test it. The thing is, because like my current, I've got 2 monitors right now, and one of them's not great. It's like an old one that's just used for like Twitch chat and other things. And then my main one that's 144 Hz for gaming. So I'm going to take the bad one off, take the good one off and put that on the other mount, and then put this new one on the mount that the other one was on. So yeah, that's not happening tonight. Currently collecting money for a new PC. Good. You going to buy it from us? Yeah? Oh yeah, I'm going to buy it from you guys.
And if you do, let us know, and it could get built on this stream.
Yeah. Get in touch with the social media or customer service, or put it in the notes when you order it.
Yeah.
And just let us know. Glad to hear it, Wobbly Red Man.
Is that like Red Man, but he like has lost his balance?
Or he's made of jello.
Or he's made of jello. Jello again.
Wobbly Red Man makes me think of Fall Guys. I do jiggle a lot. Don't we all?
Ah, you know what? Wobbly Red Man could be Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, he's a wobbly red man. I think on that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call
festive notes, joyous.
Christmas is gonna come quicker than anyone realizes, I think, as well.
Yeah. It's only like 16 weekends away. Something like that.
I could be, but cannot confirm or deny it.
Right.
Right, see you later, guys. Remember, 6 p.m. next week, Wobbly and Mean Waffle. 6 p.m. sharp, Tuesday.